Mama Africa,
Mama Africa,
Mama
Africa, Mama Africa,
Mama Africa,
Mama Africa,
Mama
Africa, Mama Africa, Mama
Africa.
Well, here we are again. We're at Heathrow Terminal 5 and we're off on yet another incredible adventure. Where are we going to this time, Dad?
South Africa. We're going to Victoria Falls, we're going to a safari, then we're going down to Cape Town.
And then we're joining the Cunard Queen Elizabeth and we're sailing all the way up through past Namibia, Tenerife, Madeira, docking in Southampton. 25 days this one. It's going to be absolutely awesome.
And when we get off the cruise boat, we can get a bus home.
Yeah, that's it. It's actually very near to where we live, so it's very, very convenient indeed. Anyway, this is Tink and Nick and a selfie stick, part 3. Welcome. Well, first hotel, here we are. This is Johannesburg. Well, it's not. We're not really getting to see it at all on this occasion. We're literally an overnight and straight back to the airport this morning, isn't it?
Yeah, we got here late last night and we got up early this morning, hence I'm wearing my sunglasses because my eyes aren't actually too bloodshot at this stage of the game.
Very nice hotel though, very comfortable. It's part of a big casino complex. But today is all about Victoria Falls. We're flying out today and we'll be at the Victoria Falls Hotel by sundown today, so it's going to be
before sundown.
It's going to be an interesting one.
Wow, look at that. This is a bit special. This is the Victoria Falls Hotel. Opened in 1904. I don't know when it was built. It might have been something before it was the Victoria Falls Hotel, but as you can see, it is rather special. Special because of this view. That is Victoria Falls, and it is absolutely stunning. Tonight we're off on a train. We're on a 4-hour steam train excursion with 5-course dinner on board and drinks. And we're going to first proper close-up glimpse of the falls. I'm absolutely blown away by this place.
So we're going to go very slowly to the bridge. We get to the bridge. When we get to the bridge, we're going to cross a little bit, about a kilometer into Zambia.
So tonight we've come out on a train. Do you remember when the train was built, Des?
The train was built around about 1911, I think, something in that region.
1905. He's close
1905.
enough. Have a look round. Have a look round. This is what it's like.
Yeah.
There goes a chap having a nice glass of wine in the background, and this is what it's about. You pay your money, you get your drinks, and you get a 5-course meal, which we're going to enjoy in a minute.
We're now stopped on the actual bridge across Niagara Falls.
Yeah.
And we're going through to have a little meal on the train in a minute.
Just one little thing there. It's not Niagara Falls, Dad.
No, it's not. It's Victoria Falls. I'm in completely the wrong country, but never mind.
Brilliant. Dad's enjoying the free booze. You can see it in the background there, though. Just about. It's very misty. It's very dark. We've taken some other video. And
There's some people here that want to sell us some produce.
Yeah, you get a lot of this.
Oh,
These guys have got some things to say.
No.
Brilliant. A tenth of the price of John Lewis. Walking through the gardens to breakfast.
Yes,
Another beautiful day at the Victoria Falls Hotel. Sounding a bit croaky. Enjoyed the red wine last night. Jeez. All right, Dad, comfortable with that?
Yeah.
There he goes, look. King of the warthogs. So these are just in the hotel grounds. Just kind of minding their own business. Walking amongst the guests. And snuffling around. Just playing a game with it. Yeah. Happy as a pig in a hose pipe. Well, I don't know if you're going to pick us up on camera because it is incredibly loud here, but this is the first spot where we're seeing the falls, and it is, well, Dad, what do you reckon?
Well, there's a few million gallons of water going over, right behind us at the moment, but it's got the possibilities of being a very impressive waterfall, this one, I feel.
It is incredible. The power of this thing is, well, it is one of the 7 natural wonders of the world.
Now this is the place that it says David Livingstone discovered it. I think actually the locals discovered it before, so
It's quite wet.
it's quite wet. But it should be the first European that discovered it. But he was quite a guy, and I think he died in 1873. Was that right, Nick?
Died in 1873 of yellow fever.
Yeah, and-
Was found on his knees with his Bible.
Yeah.
We've just had the guide
we've
tell
had
us all of this.
And apparently they buried his heart here, and the Africans carried his body about 1,500 miles overland to the sea, where they put it on a ship and shipped it back to England, and he's buried in Westminster Abbey.
Everything but the heart in Westminster Abbey.
Yeah.
But yes, left his heart in Africa, and look at it. It is absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. Get your poncho on, Dad! Get your poncho on! Get your poncho on! Lovely Africa! Oh my God! This is real Africa! Looks a bit like Pilanesberg. Well, you can't see it, but we're in Victoria Falls. Come on, Dad! Bloody hell! Here he comes, look. Cutting a dash in his smock. Oh no, don't. Good Lord. It's like the bird of paradise.
Simba prema Simba beautiful
Zimbabwe,
Zimbabwe,
Zimbabwe, mama.
Zimbabwe, beautiful country. Zimbabwe, mama. Zimbabwe, beautiful country. Zimbabwe, mama. Zimbabwe, beautiful country. Last night I dreamt of Zimbabwe, Zimbabwe, beautiful country. Zimbabwe, mama. Zimbabwe, beautiful country. Zimbabwe, mama. Zimbabwe, beautiful country.
Look through the trees. What are we doing, Dad? Where are we?
Well, we're on a river cruise, a sundown river cruise, or a sunset river cruise, I believe it is.
On the Zambezi
Up the Zambezi.
with free gin and tonics.
As we drove
kind of
up
free.
towards
Included.
the ship, or the boat that we're on at the moment, we actually found a couple of elephants in the wild, which we photographed.
Yeah,
We came onto the ship, we went up the Zambezi,
yeah.
we've photographed some ibis birds, but more importantly, or Nick has, photographed some hippopotami.
Do you know, actually, Samjel, I've got another fact. A group of hippopotamus are called 3 different things. Do you remember what they are?
They can be called a pod,
Yeah.
they can be called a gang, and they can be called a... Your turn.
A school. But do you know what? The hippopotamus in a gang have a special name.
I don't know what that is.
Hippopotamus. Our last full day in Victoria Falls, and we're starting at 6:15 a.m. because the light at sunrise is very different on the falls. So here we are, the beautiful Victoria Falls Hotel, still asleep. And you can hear the jungle around us beginning to wake up as well. And you can see the mist rising from the falls, because the Zambezi is really quite full at the moment. It's kind of extending all the way to the right there. Good morning. We got up very bright and early this morning at the Victoria Falls Hotel in Zimbabwe to catch the sunrise, I should add. It was a beautiful sunrise, very misty because of the old falls. And we've crossed the Zambezi into Zambia.
Zambia.
Yes, so it's brilliant, isn't it? There's a lot of Z's involved.
There's so many Z's, yeah.
So today we are going to have a good look around this hotel. We're going up in a helicopter over the falls, which is going to be absolutely amazing. So we're really making the most of our last day here. Tomorrow we wake up early and then it's back to the airport, back on the plane and off on safari. Oh.
The reason why we've come over the border is because you can only view half of Victoria Falls from the other side of the border, so you have to cross the border to see the other half.
We've come this far, we might as well see it from above and from both sides.
Yeah. So we're going to see it from both sides and then photograph it in one big picture from above. Wish us luck.
So we're looking at the top of the falls here, literally just as they roll off. You can see the beautiful rainbow there, and yeah, we've crossed from Zimbabwe and we're now on the Zambia side, and another beautiful day, climbing to 29 degrees today. But we're going to get wet again. There's Dad determined to get as close to the dangerous point of the falls as possible.
Oh, there's Mr. Livingstone again.
Yeah, Mr. Livingstone.
Great man.
Doctor?
I think you've got a good story to tell me about this man.
I have. It's wonderful, you know.
I would say this is the better side for viewing the falls, wouldn't you?
You see different parts of the falls.
This is true, it's worth doing both.
Certainly, you know, it seems everything's closer to the river this side than the other side, you know, and you can near enough put your toes in it if you're brave enough.
And the lighting's far better for selfies this side.
It certainly is, yeah. And I think we stood within 20 yards of the top of the falls, which was,
I wouldn't let Dad go in.
No, the old knees were knobbling a bit, and you know, but
the knees were knobbling.
Knobbly knees, wobbly knees.
Anyway, you're going to see it in a second getting a hell of a lot wetter, I'd expect.
This is lovely.
Oh my goodness me! Not a lot of other people fancy doing this one. It's just us. It's brilliant though. Soaked to the bone again. That's the sunny side. Not so sunny.
Got them?
Monkeys in Africa.
African monkeys.
Very close to a giraffe.
It's about 10-15 foot maximum.
That is incredible. Amazing. There's another one over there, look.
Oh, they're all over. Oh, yeah.
Two through there as well. I mean, it is incredible. So this is Jacqueline, or Jax, and we met you in India, didn't we?
That's right,
With
yes.
Dad, and here we are in Africa, and we wanted to book a tour. We wanted to book a car to get out and see a bit of Africa, and well, Jacqueline recommended a certain route, and well, you're with us today, which is amazing. This is off the tour, so to speak, but we've come out to this incredible village.
So this is a typical African village. This one is called Simonga village, and it's where how many people, Oliver, live here? For
approximately 5,000.
5,000 people live here, and they either live in mud huts or in brick houses. So my job is to look after the guests and also to make sure that what we have booked with Imagine Cruising with the agents locally actually happens. But this little bit here was just my passion.
Yeah, well, you lived out here for 6 years?
6 years, that's right, yes.
So yes,
So
Zambia is very close to your heart.
I've known this
I'm knocking
family
people over. We've got quite an entourage following us here. But yeah, this is Oliver,
who I've known
a personal friend of
8 years.
Jack's as well. Yeah,
Yes, please. Mhm.
yeah. And this is Oliver Jr. down here. Look, who's this? Who is that? Oh yeah! How awesome!
So this is my mother's house here.
Mum's house.
Yeah, she lives in here. This was for the uncle who passed away some 6 months ago. So we still leave it like that. But as time goes on, we're planning to demolish it down and then maybe again build the new one. This one here is the other man's house, and this one here is the kitchen. Yeah, this is the arrangement of the village arrangement.
It's incredible. I'm honoured to visit. Jax, thank you so much.
It's my pleasure.
Oh, it's amazing. Yeah, if you're ever on one of these tours and you spot Jacqueline, go and have a chat to her because she's good.
Thank you. Mama. Thank you, Oliver. Thank you so much.
You will come up.
Okay, so we've seen the falls from both sides of the Zambezi.
Yep.
And there's one way left. We're not going under them.
No, we're not buying the canoe and coming upriver.
We're going over them. We're at the heliports and we've booked a flight with 2 others from our tour. And yeah, we're going to go up over the falls on helicopter. I'm going to take my little GoPro, my camcorder, and well, I may even be able to convince someone to film us taking off. So this is the helicopter flight over Victoria Falls.
Well, actually, I'm glad it's the helicopter flight because at some silly point, Nick decided that we wanted to go up in a microlight. And fortunately, they wouldn't let him film from the microlights.
No, and it only took
So I
one
was
person.
off the hook there.
Yeah. I did suggest strapping Dad to the fuselage, but they wouldn't have it.
Well,
wouldn't have it.
no, they didn't have a long enough strap.
Didn't have a big enough engine. Amazing. Clear skies. Got to stick my video camera out the window. That was worth it. That was well worth doing.
We were up at 5 a.m. this morning. We've arrived in Pilanesberg at the Ivory Tree Lodge. And this morning we're going on an early morning game drive at 6:30. So everyone's coming out for coffee and a muffin, because full breakfast is at 8:30, and yeah, full of anticipation. And then it's back here to lounge around. And we're out again this evening. The stars here last night were just incredible. I've never seen such clear skies. So this is going to be a lovely stay.
That's how they mark their territory, with the face on the ground. So right now it's just marking his territory right there.
What is? Sorry, what is
this? Look, right there. Can you see that? With the head down. The blue wildebeest.
Oh my goodness me.
The females will do the hunting all the time. They are always the ones that are hunting. They can literally walk in between these vehicles. They find it.
It's us that aren't fine with it. Oh, let's have a play.
My cats do that in front of the fire.
These ones, they're doing it a while. The females, they can weigh like 120 kilograms. Whereas a fully grown male, they can weigh up to 190 kg.
So are these like the appetizers?
So they spotted them, right? That's why they make this soft, this long.
Well, this is the view from our lodge. I mean, this is stunning. Absolutely incredible. A lot cooler than Victoria Falls though at this time of year, so yeah, jumpers on today, especially at 5 o'clock this morning, going along with no windscreen in that safari vehicle.
Wave. Hi!
This is it, the wildest animals on safari. But worth it, my goodness, worth it. This is just superb. So this is our lodge bathroom in the Ivory Tree Lodge. And we have this, which looks lovely at the moment, doesn't it? this shower with a view outside. But at 5 o'clock this morning, when it was pitch black and you could hear the sound of the bush, listen. It was pretty scary, especially with like all these trees coming in and the overhang of the thatched roof of this hut that we're in. A bit worried a snake was going to land on me.
Mountain zebra and the plain zebra.
We've just woken up to our last morning in Pilanesberg. We had another night safari last night, and today we're back on the coach heading down to Joburg, where Dad and I have been successful with our business class upgrade. It cost us 50 quid each, worth bidding for those things. So we're going to hopefully get business lounge access and all the treats, but I have to say I'd rather stay here. It is absolutely stunning. Last night we saw loads of wildlife, and yeah, we've managed 4 out of the big 5. The only thing missing, buffalo, so really not too shabby. And a reason to return. So today is our last day in South Africa. Well, it's not quite, because we're staying on the ship tonight, aren't we? But we embark this afternoon. So today we decided to hire a car, drive out of Cape Town and see some of the natural, beautiful scenery on offer in this region of the world. And where are we now, Dad?
Chapman's Peak.
Chapman's Peak, in the worst grey, misty weather you could imagine. We can see nothing. I'm going to show you a few shots now of what we can see. Fortunately, I have been here before, so I have seen it in the sunshine.
I feel cheated.
But yes, Dad, it looks lovely in the sunshine. But today it's not great. It's not great, and we haven't spotted any whales, which apparently you can from here. So we're just going to drive back into Cape Town. We're going to, you know, keep our driving tour going, and we're going to see what we can see.
We'll see what we can see, and maybe you might even get to see a little bit of the drive through Chapman's Peak, which is
if you're lucky enough. If you're lucky enough, and then
so
this
they
afternoon,
tell me,
embarking the Queen Elizabeth for our journey home. So we're in Cape Town, and we've just seen this place on the TV, and thought we're going to go and try and have a coffee. This is the Silo in Cape Town.
Yep.
We're at the V&A waterfront, and it's hopefully going to be a beautiful day.
Yep.
At the moment it's a bit grey and dull, but there are hints of blue sky.
I've managed to get my shorts on though, so I'm okay. And have you noticed my new sunglasses?
Yeah, look at Dad's new Ray-Bans.
Because I broke the old ones.
Let's see if we can get in. Welcome aboard Queen Elizabeth. We've left Cape Town, we're at sea now, and we're well on our way to Namibia. And yeah, I love Queen Elizabeth. Dad, what do you reckon?
Yes, well, I love it. This is the third time I've been on this ship, twice with your mother before. and I'm looking forward to a very comfortable, smooth journey back to Southampton.
Well, fingers crossed. So far it's been like, well, not a mill pond, but it has been really lovely cruising weather. And I guess what's different with this cruise ship compared to the other ones I've been is that it is more of a liner. It really does feel like a classic, I don't know, a classic ocean liner, how I imagined cruising to be. There's afternoon tea and the inside, it all just feels very, very kind of classic, more old school compared to the Princess and the P&O that we were on before. I just really, really like it.
Yeah, well, that is what these Cunard boats are about. I think they are a little bit above the other cruise boats, but I wouldn't know. I'm not a great experienced cruiser.
It's weird because there are obviously tiers above us. We are not steerage, but we are just the normal one. Above us there's Britannia Club, then Prince's Grill, and then Queen's Grill. So we're kind of fourth in the list. But that said, you can pay extra to eat in different restaurants while you're on board. And yeah, you certainly don't feel like a third class passenger or anything like that. It is very, very nice. The shows are good.
The shows are good.
Yeah, food is brilliant in the Britannia restaurant. I'm eating every meal, breakfast, lunch, dinner, in the restaurant. Why not?
I don't know what's going to happen to your diet, Nick, but you know, hopefully, you know, there'll be.
I'm going to go to the gym.
Wider doors for you to get on around the ship.
I'm going to go to the gym. I don't do the gym at home, but I fully intend to make the use, because the facilities for the gym on board are, well, I would say they're 5-star actually. They're brilliant, and you can pay extra to go in this little extra section. Don't know if I'll do that. I probably won't, to be honest. But yeah, just the running machines and stuff. I'm going to go up there and have a play around every morning, get me going for the day.
And you probably get the best view from the gym because it's right at the front.
Yeah. So yeah, then I can have an extra scone at an afternoon tea.
Oh no. Slippery slope, Nick. Slippery slope.
Well, anyway, look, it's early in the morning, as you can see. No one's out on deck yet. But next stop, Namibia. Very much looking forward to that. And our last stop in Africa, of course. And then on to Tenerife, Madeira, and back to Southampton. So, welcome aboard the Queen Elizabeth. We're having a lovely time and looking forward to our first black tie event. I think it's tonight.
It is tonight, and we've been invited to pre-meal cocktail drinks.
Yes, the captain's reception. Everyone gets that, by the way. But tonight, drinks in our tuxedos. So you can see it's a very special night tonight.
Yes.
Everyone's in their finery. It's the first of the formal nights.
Yes, this is the captain's
on our tour.
Cocktail party tonight.
And Dad asked me to bring my selfie stick because he wanted to get a picture of him and the captain chatting casually.
It was you that wanted the picture of you and the captain. But I'm not,
You're not going to get anywhere near her.
We're stood in the middle of the Queen Elizabeth. There's the old Lindsay thing at the back. Linley. Yeah. And everyone around us are in their finery and
having their photos taken.
Having their photographs taken professionally. And here we stand with Nick and his selfie stick. So it's an interesting evening so far, but
it's going to be fun.
Hopefully it'll be okay. Yeah, we're looking forward to it.
A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and a very warm welcome to all of you on board our beautiful vessel, Queen Elizabeth.
Well, Dad hasn't managed to get hold of the captain, but it looks like he's befriending the chief engineer. So we're in Namibia, by the coast. Dad, where are we?
Schmackermund, which is a German town, and it is very, very German. Schmackermund? Schmackermund, something like that, but I think it's
Swakopmund.
Swakopmund.
Something. And we've had a great day. It started. Oh look, the cans rolled off the table. It started looking at some beautiful pink flamingos.
Yeah.
Back in Walvis Bay.
And then we went to the salt pans.
Went to the salt pans and saw where they harvest the salt. Then we climbed dune number 7.
I will correct that. Nick climbed.
I climbed dune number 7.
I climbed halfway up.
An incredibly high sand dune in the middle of the desert in searing midday heat.
Largest sand dune in Africa.
Yeah, it was massive. Well, I don't know about that. Okay.
It is, yes.
Going to put an asterisk next to that one.
Yeah.
And then we went to the lunar landscape.
Very interesting.
Which is where they filmed The Mummy and Border Something with Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, it's Border Something, but it's volcanic. And it's all
incredible
pumice stone.
place.
It's very, very.
And then we've come here to this German settlement.
No, we also went to the Oasis for a drink.
Oh, midday at the Oasis.
Military camel to bed.
And then we came here for lunch, and it's a beautiful, beautiful place, as you can see, fantastic, and originally a German settlement here.
It's completely German still. It's absolutely wonderful, you know.
Oh yeah, it's got a real, it's totally different to everywhere
else
else
my
we've seen.
Lederhausen's on, actually.
I'm glad he didn't. So, as a bit of fun, I've arranged a few of these lunch meetups. So these guys are all from the Imagine Cruising Tour of Africa. We're all on the same ship, and word has spread that we do lunch in the Britannia restaurant. And yeah, we do these every couple of days. It's been great. Well, I have to say, this is perfect cruising weather. What do you reckon the temperature is?
Oh, it's pretty damn hot. I'd say probably up to 30s.
It is
in the sun,
warm.
It is very warm.
The sea is calm. There's a little bit of cloud cover, a little bit of breeze. And what makes today even more special is that we are crossing the equator, which means there has to be a very special ceremony. And Dad has volunteered to get involved.
No, Dad has been volunteered to get involved. There's a slight difference.
There is apparently. Neither of us have crossed the equator on a boat before, so this is actually the fourth time on the current world cruise of this ship that it's been over the line. And apparently there is some special offering to Neptune.
Yes.
The transition from polywog to shellback, is that right?
That's true, yes.
So you're a polywog until you've been initiated in some ways.
Polywog, not polywag, polywog.
So we'll just have to see what they do to you, Dad.
Well, we'll see.
All I do know is that they're cordoning off a large area around the pool for everyone who's put their name forward to go through this offering to Neptune ceremony. It could be very entertaining.
This court is now in session for one and all. For here, through all sorts of legal quackery, they are transformed from polygamy to shellbackery. We may chain 'em, whip 'em, shoot 'em. So tie each rope and snap each lock and bring the prisoners to the dock. Here we go, polywogs, let's see you kiss the fish. I'm afraid you have been found guilty. Surgeons, get to work.
As our 8 days at sea continued, we enjoyed breakfast, lunch and dinner with the various friends we'd met on tour in Africa. This included brilliant free drinks receptions in the evening and, of course, events like the Masquerade Ball, which were really good fun, and even if only two of us remembered to bring our masks. Dad did very well at the first drinks reception, befriending the chief engineer, as we actually received an invitation and attended the chief engineer's table one evening. Now, one of my favourite things was the Cunard afternoon tea. This is a really traditional service with a string quartet, and it was something I grew to adore and attended every single day without fail. The cream teas on board were just superb. Well, after 8 days at sea, we have arrived in Tenerife. Here we are. It is Spain's, oh no it's not, it's the largest of the Canary Islands. Weather isn't looking brilliant at the moment, but that's the first time we've actually got a whole picture of the Queen Elizabeth, and she is a beautiful ship.
And we're going to hopefully hire a car in a moment, and we're going to drive down to Mount TD, get in the carriage car or lift thing, go all the way to the top, and then there's 150 foot that we have to walk at the end, and there's snow on the top of it. So if we do this, it'll be my third attempt to trying to get up this volcano.
So there's our hire car for the day. It wasn't that easy finding the hire car place, and yeah, we've got a couple of other passengers from the ship with us here that have shared the hire car with us, and this is our first stop. It's looking a bit misty for a view from the top of a volcano, but we're going to try. Well, we've just stopped to use a bush, and we found this, which is like something out of a horror film. Literally hewn from the mountainside. There they are, look, in the hire car. But look at this, big volcanic mountain with a funny little spooky door in it. Oh well, been in there. So the drive to Mount TD is anything but tedious. The views aren't great today. Look, we're in the cloud. Well, we have finally broken through the cloud. Dad's convinced we still haven't seen Mount TD. So do you think that's Mount TD?
No, I don't. I think it's just a high peak, because if you look at the top of it, that has not got a volcano crater in it.
I love it when he's this wrong. Well, the sun might be shining, but we've got coats and jumpers on for a reason. We are over 3,500 meters up Mount TD. We came up on the cable car. We didn't climb, and it's a good job too, because the altitude's getting down a bit short breath, aren't you, Dad?
Very, very short breath, and also I got my short trousers on, which isn't the warmest thing, because there's snow up here as well.
Yeah, it is quite cold, but we're lucky to have the stunning views today. We're above the cloud layer when we've broken through into the sunshine, and I'm really glad that we managed to get up here, because it was touch and go whether we were going to do this.
Nick has got his anorak on and I've got my woolly on, but I think Nick has probably dressed better than I have for today, but we are still both in our shorts.
Still in our shorts.
Yeah, but it's very sunny.
Probably burning to a crisp, but
it's excellent. I was very dubious about today, but I'm so glad we've done it. It is really a sight to see.
See, you should just listen to me.
I know, Nick, I know. Yeah.
He's learning slowly.
Very slowly.
So that's Tenerife. We've had quite a bit of fun. I really enjoyed the drive up and breaking through those clouds and seeing Mount TD. What did you reckon, Dad?
I thought it was a spectacular drive. It was At one stage we thought we wouldn't go any further because it was a bit misty, and then we just seemed to come out and it was sunny above and it was absolutely wonderful. And
yeah, a real adventure.
Here we are back now. You can see our little ship in the background there. I think we got again the biggest ship in the port. I don't know why.
And tomorrow we're going to be in Madeira, so we wake up in a different port tomorrow.
So you never know what experimental experience we will have there.
Oh yeah, I've got some ideas, and then of course the journey home. So until Madeira, signing off from Tenerife.
Bye bye.
Today is our final port of call. We are in
Madeira.
And we have a fun-packed day. The sun is out, the weather is absolutely superb already. I'm going to have to put some sunscreen on. Dad, what are we going to do today?
We're going to walk along to the town centre, get in the cable car and go to the top of the mountain, which I think there's the Botanic Gardens at the top there.
And then when we're at the top, the most fun element starts, which is getting in some sort of, what do they call it?
They call it the wicker sledges. Which,
the wicker sledges.
Which there's two men on the back pushing you down the hill. We sit in it, and it's a type of kamikaze way of coming down the hill, I understand.
Sounds brilliant, doesn't it? Perfect.
Sounds different.
So yeah, it's going to be a fun day. Well, that was fun. We came up in the cable car. It's a bit colder at the top. I've had to put my jumper on, Dad, but you're all right.
I'm all right at the moment because I carry a bit of blubber, as you well know, Nick. But
hot with nervous energy, ready for our basket ride down the hill, and it looks like quite a steep hill.
The cable ride was quite good. Of course, I've been up it before, but even Nick said, "Oh, this is a bit high."
It is a very high cable car ride.
Yeah, you know, it's a 100-foot plus drop underneath it.
And then when you get off at the top here, there's all these guys with straw boaters on, you know, having a fag, enjoying a beer at the local bar, and they're going to get us down the hill.
They're going to push us down the hill in a sledge.
Effectively a log basket.
I think I might go to the Belmont bar and have a couple of beers myself first before I get in it.
Well, there we go, Dad. Are you ready?
Yeah, look, they've got a trio in front.
Got a threer in front.
There's our chap.
Oh, and we are off.
We're off.
We are off.
Oh. This is another great experience.
There's more to come. I can't see Joanne.
I think she's got out. Special sledging shoes.
Yeah. They are special sledging shoes. Well, we've done our toboggan ride, and now we're at Reed's Hotel for special tea and cake. And look at this incredible view overlooking the ship and the bay. So having enjoyed our cup of tea and a slice of cake at Reed's Hotel, we've now got access to the gardens thanks to a friendly concierge, and we're having a good old nose around, and what a beautiful hotel this is. Oh, it's fantastic. Really, really, a really, really stunning place. So after another couple of days at sea, it's still holiday. We've still got our sunglasses on, but we are now coming into
the English Channel.
Indeed. We're nearly at home now, and we're going to have to leave this beautiful ship, but it has been an absolutely fantastic trip. Dad, what's been your favourite bit?
Well, I think it's had to be the Victoria Falls and the animal wildlife, but The 8-day cruise we thought might be a bit long at sea, but it's been absolutely fantastic. You know, with
there's just so much to do.
We all met in Africa, basically.
And I think that's the thing about these tours. When you spend a week ashore with a group of people, you make friends. You get to know these people. You have a shared experience. So when you get on board, yeah, it's lovely meeting up in the bars or sharing tables with them for dinner and lunch. And we've all got on really well on this trip, and I think that's really a key that's made this holiday.
It's been good. It's been good. Unfortunately, within 24 hours we'll be back at home, and
looking forward to seeing the wife and kids though.
Yes. Well, my wife and the grandchildren. In my case.
So this is Tink and Nick with their selfie sticks signing off from the English Channel on yet another fabulous adventure.
Bye bye.